This is my long-lasting summer makeup routine that I do no matter where I go. Whether it's due to the high heat of summer in Southern California or the kind of humidity that you get in Taiwan and Japan, this makeup has held up through both. Hi, I'm Lisa. I share luxury beauty and timeless style for women over 40. If this is your kind of content, I'd love for you to subscribe and let's get started. I think the most important step for my makeup to last through a really hot and humid day is actually the skin prep. I always start my makeup with skincare and sunscreen, and one active that I use in the morning is vitamin C, and this one is the SkinCeutical Vitamin C Serum. I apply just a few drops, tap that into my skin. After that, I jump right into a moisturizer, and for warmer months, I prefer a gel moisturizer because of how lightweight it is. This one is the Tatcha Water Cream, and the consistency of this is super light and fast absorbing. I want a lot of hydration for my skin, but I don't want a slippery emollient layer on top because in the heat of the summer, that slipperiness will actually make my makeup fall off a lot easier. After that, I follow with sunscreen, and Supergoop kindly sent me their Unseen sunscreen. This one is an SPF 50. It's also water and sweat resistant for 40 minutes, so if you're going to the beach or the pool, this is a great choice. The finish is really clean, which I love, and I've actually had this sunscreen before, so it's really nice to have this in my vanity again. I find that a primer really helps my makeup last, and this is one of my favorites, the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. This is actually my second bottle. I love this primer because this primer feels actually like skincare. The brand describes this as featherweight and protective, and I just apply it just like I would with a light moisturizer. Next is foundation, and a key for long-lasting makeup for me is actually to apply a very thin layer and build up from there. And if I can get away with just a tinted SPF, I would do that. But if I want a little bit more coverage, this is what I would do. I generally keep three kinds of foundation in my vanity. One is a more gel and lightweight foundation, like this one by Chanel. This is the Chanel Le Beige's Water Fresh Tint. This one feels like nothing on your skin. It has a serum kind of consistency you can see here, and it has little beads that has pigment inside, so you have to crush the pigment beads and then apply it to your skin. You can apply it with your fingers like so, or it actually comes with a really pretty foundation brush, and I'll just apply a little bit here so you can see it, but it looks like you don't have much on your skin at all. It just blurs out your imperfection very lightly. It's a very natural look. Another type of foundation that I keep on hand is a stick foundation because of how travel friendly it is and also how fast. So when I have a busy morning, I just swipe this on, blend it out, and I'm ready to go. And then a classic foundation formula that I also love would be a liquid foundation. This one is the Kokendo Moisture Foundation. And I don't mind that it's a moisture foundation because I didn't put a lot of moisturizer on my skin, as you can see. And being in my 40s, a little touch of moisture in my foundation actually helps it not settle into the fine line so much. So I actually think this is still a really good choice for the summertime. This one I just squeeze out a little bit and just apply a very thin layer on my skin. If I really want some more coverage anywhere, then I'll go in with a liquid concealer. And this one is the Dior Forever Skin Correct. I use just a little bit, and I just blend that in. Next is contour, and I want to add a little bit of warmth back into my skin. You can definitely stick with two steps, which is a contour and then a bronzer, or you can pick a product that does both. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt. It works as a great contour and bronzer on me. This shade is medium, and for my complexion, it sits in between a taupey gray contour shade and a warm bronzer for me, so I can use it as both. So I take a contour brush, and I will apply it wherever I would apply my contour and my bronzer. It's one and done, so it's super quick and easy. I actually want to set this before I go in with blush, and I have a translucent setting powder. This is the Dior Forever Nude Radiant Filter. Just going to take a fluffy powder brush and lightly dust that over my T-zone. This is a super fine powder and it's very translucent, so I can wear this in the summer and not worry about it creasing or caking. It just kind of sits very thinly on top of all of my makeup. The finish is also really nice. This powder doesn't mattify your skin. It still preserves a really nice satin glow, but it will take away some of that high shine. And if you check your skin at this point, nothing should feel sticky or tacky or slippery. You want the products to feel like it's properly absorbed and adhered to the skin. Your makeup at this point should feel light and fresh. Now when it's really hot, the last thing I want to do is a 4 or 5 step eye makeup routine. So I keep it really simple, and I love just a wash of color on my eyelids, or I do a one and done product like the eyeliner eyeshadow combo pencils. The key here is also to just keep the eye look very minimal so that I don't have to worry about it smudging, worry about it creasing. And there's some really great products on the market. I think cream eyeshadows have come a really long way. This one is the RMS Eye Lights. I also have the Tom Ford cream eyeshadow. These products are very long lasting. They don't crease on me, they don't flake, and they look great as a sheer wash of color, or I can build it up with an eyeliner for a more intense nighttime look. Eyeshadow sticks are also a favorite of mine. I love how quick and easy they are. I just apply them to my eyelid and then blend it out, and I can be out the door. For today, I'll just show you how I usually wear my summer makeup, especially when it's really hot and humid out. I'm going to take my Tom Ford eyeshadow cream, pick up a little bit of the product, and then take the cap and kind of evenly distribute the product on my brush. And then I just apply a very thin and even layer of it to my eyelid. I start close to my lash line, and then whatever's left over on my brush, I just blend it out. And then before it sets, I will go in with my finger and also just blend. I'll do the same with the other eye. I'm left-handed, so this is a little bit awkward. It's just a very thin layer of color on your eyelid so that when you blink, you have a little glimmer of something. But I like this because I don't have to worry about touching up or checking on it throughout the day. Brows are next, and I love an eyebrow pencil or a brow pomade. I like brow products that have a slightly waxy consistency because I find that it lasts a little bit longer on my brows. This one is a tried and true, and this one is my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. But I also love my Dior brow styler. This consistency is not too soft and not too hard. Just going to lightly shape my brow with short strokes. I'm following the natural growth direction of my brow hairs. There's a handy brush at the end, and I like that it's also capped so I can keep it really neat and clean in my purse. Now the other eye. I just remember we need to apply a little bit of blush, and this one is a favorite of mine. This is the Westman Atelier blush stick, and in the color Bichette. I actually have 2 of these, and I have them in my purses so that I never go anywhere without it. It's great on the cheeks, but it also works really well as a lipstick. There are a lot of blush sticks out there that say they can be worn on the lips, but then when I actually try it, they don't work very well as a lipstick because the consistency is just not right. It's too glowy, it's too slippery, so it doesn't stay on the lip. This one, however, is just the perfect consistency, and it's very long lasting too on me. So I apply a little bit just on the apple of my cheeks, blend up a little bit, a little on my nose, and that's blush right there. Next is mascara, and I've been using a tubing mascara for a while now, but like I said in my last video, it was time to replace it. So I did a little bit of research, and I finally decided to pick up the YSL Lash Latex. This is a lengthening mascara, and it's actually curling also, but what I love about it is that it's sweat resistant. This is sweat resistant and not waterproof, and I think for me, with my fragile lashes that I'm trying to grow in my 40s, I prefer something that's a lot easier to remove, and waterproof mascaras usually take a lot more effort and time and different products to try to get rid of it completely. So this is so much easier, and I think it's gentler on my lashes, which is why I prefer it. I'm going to curl my lashes first with my trusty Eyeshadow eyelash curler. It's great for Asian eyes like mine because the barrel isn't too curved, so it doesn't pinch my corner lashes. Alright, now let's go in with my new mascara. Let's apply one layer and see what that looks like. That's one layer. Let's do the other eye. Wow, that really lengthens. I think I'm going to apply just a little bit more for a little bit more length. It's not clumping, which is really nice. Just touching on the bottom lashes. When I put away my mascara, I always want to make sure I hear that little click, just to make sure that air doesn't get into it, so my mascara lasts much longer and stays fresher. Now for my lips in the summer heat, I tend to go for whatever I'm in the mood for. It could be a tinted lip balm, it could be lipstick, lip gloss. Honestly, I expect to reapply and I don't need it to be like super long lasting. But if you want a long lasting option, I think the Chanel Le Rouge Duo works really, really well. You apply the lipstick part first and you let that dry down. Once it's completely dry, then you take the gloss side and then you apply it on top, just a thin layer. And that will actually seal the color in. I actually personally enjoy applying my lipstick throughout the day. I find it to be like a quick, small ritual. And for a summer lipstick, I really love a matte velvet formula, and these two are my favorites. I have my Chanel Rouge Allure Velvet and my Rouge Dior. This is shade 77. It's a nudie pink. And for my Dior, I have shade 777. And this one is a bright orange red. For the summertime, I love a bright, fun lip. I'm going to use the Dior Fahrenheit shade today. I'm going to take a lip brush and just blend it out. I think a bright lip is so fun for the summer, but if I have a bright lip, I'll keep my eye look and my blush more subdued. I personally don't wear a lip liner very often, but you can definitely add a lip liner if you prefer it. Lastly, I'm going in with a setting spray, and this is the Say City Set. I have it in the travel size because we are traveling soon, so I definitely want to carry this with me. I love this setting spray because the mist is super fine, and it gives your skin a very natural but glowy finish. And this is it. This is my summer makeup routine that hasn't let me down. I think the key is good skin prep that's not too heavy, a light application of foundation and products on top, and a good primer and a setting spray at the end will definitely help boost the longevity of your makeup. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.